Hi, my name's Russell. I'm an Australian, but I have lived in England for the last 8 years, and I'm studying Italian at the moment. I actually live in Portsmouth, left that out. It's on the south coast of England. Um, and yeah, my native language is English, Australian variant thereof, and I'm taking on Italian in this challenge. Um, I've actually, I'm almost ashamed to say this. I've been learning Italian for about 6 years, on and off. Um, when when we moved from Australia to England, you may not be familiar, but Australia's a long way from anywhere, so you don't tend to go to Europe all that often. But from England, we'd taken advantage of being so close to, well, first Spain, but then Italy, and we've done a lot of travelling around Italy, and in fact have even bought an apartment. Now, I did that 2 years ago when I also did the boot camp, or the forerunner of the boot camp, and it was great. I'm glad I did it. It was a good experience, but I didn't make the most of it. That was my fault, not the program's fault. Um, and I'm still battling away. I actually did switch to learning Spanish within the last 2 years, and but now I've switched back to Italian with a vengeance, I hope. And so I've actually spent the last 8 weeks in Italy. Just got back yesterday, and we went there because the apartment that we bought has been renovated, and that renovation is now finished. So we were there to set up the apartment and spend our first period of time there. And funnily enough, I had a lot of people Treviso is the place where we've bought the apartment, and we've got to know some people there. And now that we're there actually spending 8 weeks, a lot of people said to me, "So Russell, now that you're doing this, you're going to have to learn Italian." And I feel like, well, come on, I've been learning it for 6 years. But that's the problem. They don't know that I've been learning for 6 years. It's certainly not obvious because I'm just not very good. I reckon I'm high beginner, low intermediate maybe, despite all the time I've spent. I think part of the problem is that, in answer to the question, what is your biggest struggle? I don't understand what I hear. I've said to people that I can listen to someone talk and hardly pick up anything, but if I read a transcript of what they've said, I'd probably understand at least 50% of it. So it's therefore difficult to have conversations. You can't have a conversation with someone when you can't understand what they're saying. So that's my biggest difficulty. I've got to get my head around learning. I mean, maybe I've actually got a hearing problem. I might go and get my ears checked out, but I think it's more to do. I can understand English pretty well when I hear it, so I think it's got more to do with just I don't know. I mean, my vocabulary's not bad. I can read fairly well. I can sort of talk fairly well when I have to, but listening is just really difficult. But as far as why you're joining this program, what do you want to get out of it? Well, like I said, I did do it 2 years ago, but I don't think I approached it in the right way. And point number one is the day zero video. I scripted that. I rehearsed it. I sounded pretty good, but it wasn't actually an accurate reflection of what I'm like conversationally. So I've actually recorded my day zero video the other day. I was walking my dog in Italy, and I just thought, oh, I'll do it now. So I started recording the video. So I've recorded it just off the cuff, and it is actually a good reflection, I think. I haven't watched it back yet, but I know there's lots of pauses, there's lots of ums, there's lots of trying to think of a word and not being able to come up with it, and so just saying it in English, and that's basically where I'm at. So the other thing is, in the past when I've spent some time in Italy, and as soon as you spend time there and you're immersed, things improve. But then when I get back, I think, oh, I'm worn out after all that. I need a rest, and then I can potentially go for months without doing any study. So like I said, I've just got back from 8 weeks. I think that was a really good 8-week period. But I'm hoping that by doing this 90-day boot camp and committing to the 45 minutes a day, at least 45 minutes a day, that I can build on the improvements that I've just made, ready, hopefully, to stun my new neighbours in Treviso when I go back. So I look forward to meeting you all in the boot camp. Ciao.